Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Welcome to Back of the Cereal Box. And as you can see, Dee and Johnny are together this morning. We are your co-hosts, and we are coming to you live, not from the virtual rec room. We are coming to you live from Smokies, Collectibles, and Toys. And we're going to have a great show. We've got Quisp. We're going to be talking about Jem and the Holograms, and we are going to have a great fun time right after this.
It's like Coca-Cola, Levi Strauss, Johnny Carson and Mickey Mouse. The first star was James Dean, Elvis Presley, and he's still the king. Some things are only imitatable. You can't beat an original. Oh, you can't beat an original.
Good morning, Multiverse. Hey there, friends and foes. This is Dee and Johnny, and this is Back of the Cereal Box. We are coming to you live from Smokies, Collectibles, and Toys in Fairview, Tennessee. And
why do I look so lopsided?
I don't know. Why do you look so lopsided?
I mean, I look lopsided.
Well, is that the side you slept on?
Probably.
Now, you guys may be noticing something a little bit different this morning. One, Ivy and Melissa and Sean will not be with us this morning because we are live in one location at Smokies, Collectibles, and Toys. And because we never know what the internet connectivity is going to be like, and we've already got a comment that we're buffering a little bit. So we're gonna deal with that and get through that. But we're going to have a great time with you guys this morning. Here from Smokies, Collectible, and Toys. And as you may notice, DBRT decided to surprise me this morning. I love it. I love it. See, we were just going to wear our T-shirts together this morning, and then Dee shows up in the unicorn onesie without telling me.
You know I'm always looking for ways to make you mad.
Well, no, it doesn't make me mad. It makes me happy. But now I wish that I were wearing, my abominable snowman onesie to match.
It's okay. I can be in the spotlight. You don't always have to have it.
Listen to her. Always be in the spotlight. So here's our setup this morning. We've got the camera here, but my control center is over here. So I'm going to be doing my best to watch the camera, but I got to control some things from right here.
Dave, you're amazing.
So the audience doesn't know that comment is here yet until I do this.
I know.
Dave Mattingly says, is that really DBRT or a unicorn disguised as D? I think it's a little bit of both, actually, Dave.
So, what's really funny about that? So I was published in a local article.
Uh-huh.
And in that article, one thing I said was, because I was born and raised here, that I'm a unicorn.
That's right. You are a unicorn. See, for those of you watching around the world, we live in the Middle Tennessee area, just outside of Nashville. And nobody's actually from Nashville. It is a city of transplants.
I am.
But Dee is. So she's a unicorn. She's a rare one. And she is rare to begin with. Everybody take a screenshot.
Oh, no, this side, because I'm lopsided.
You're lopsided. What? Oh.
That's right. So much better. Why am I lopsided?
Is that the side you slept on?
I think it really is. No, I think it's my hair.
Or do you have a plate in your head from, that war injury?
Me in a war. A war of what?
When that landmine went off and it blew off part of your skull?
Yeah, no. Well, maybe. I don't remember.
So for those of you who are just tuning in, we are back at the cereal box. Dee Barty,
Yes.
quiz time.
No,
Why are we called back of the cereal box?
because you are of an age to where you didn't have an iPad or any of the technology, cell phones, nothing. So when you had breakfast, you had to read the back of the cereal box.
That you're getting so much better at this. You are getting so much better.
You know why? You know why?
Because you
They
are.
brought me coffee here at Smokies. I brought my own, so I'm double fisting the coffee today.
Oh, you said that, not me. So, oh my goodness.
What is that? Did I say something wrong? Does that mean something that I don't know?
I'll let our audience fill you in later.
Okay.
But anyway, yes, we are called back of the cereal box because when we were kids watching cartoons on Saturday
When
mornings,
you were kids.
we were reading the back of the cereal box, and that was the entire world for me. You know, and the cereal boxes had games, they had comics, they had ads for toys, or the toys are inside, and you know, that was my world, and that's what this show is about. We celebrate the fun of Saturday mornings of our youth while surviving adulthood today.
Yeah, okay. I'm of an age too.
Yeah. Well, Melissa likes
Not
to
as old
say,
as you though.
nobody's as old as me. Melissa Stetcher likes to say that she is of a fundum. I like that word, fundum. Not fandom, fundum. And she is watching, and she says, "Good morning, friends. Good morning, Melissa."
Do I look lopsided to you? Seriously, lopsided.
And Dave Mattingly says, "We had to read the box of cereal uphill both ways." That's fantastic. You know what? That's going in the promo kit. And you broke D, Dave. Yeah, we had to read the back of the cereal box uphill both ways.
Oh my gosh. That's great.
We have movies. We had one movie. It was called Stare at the Sun. Anyway, that's funny. Hey, look. Melissa is watching, switching from Facebook to YouTube. All right. Excellent. Glad to have you in the audience. And this is how this works, everybody. You guys can join the chat, post a comment, and be a part of the show. Now, Dee, can you see the screen well enough to read the comments if I post them up?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. We'll do that. I'll post them. You read them.
Okay.
We'll address them. So last
You have
week.
to quit wiggling, man. You're rubbing a hole in my jammies.
Oh my. Also,
Again, too much coffee.
so for those of you watching, that's how you participate. Now, before we get too far into this, I do have to acknowledge some of our partners, some of our sponsors, and including the performers of our theme song, Can't Beat an Original. Can't Beat an Original. The Murdering Crows, their album, Four Bad Crows, is available on Amazon, Google, Apple Music, wherever you buy music. And my book, One Night at the Roxy.
Are you a sponsor?
I am. And also sponsored by Dee Barty Photography. If you need your summer photograph sessions done, you'll have to come to Middle Tennessee.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. You pay me enough. I'll
Yeah.
come there.
Yeah. And we, of course, need to thank our super fans, our supporters who make this show possible. We got Sharice Collins, Cindy Kep, Brian Huff, Dave Maginelli, Dave Mattingly, Crystal Raven-Jones, Eli Cash, and you too can have your name in lights. How can they do that, Dee Barty?
buymeacoffee.com/cerealboxpod.
We've only been saying that for a year.
You made me get up super early for this show. Get off my butt.
Look, you weren't up as early as I was. I was up at 5 o'clock this morning to be here at 8 because it's an hour-long drive for me. It's 5 minutes for you around the corner.
Right. But were you up late last night?
Yes.
At ball games?
Yeah, I went. Listen,
Dealing
last
with kids
night
in the morning.
Last night, I went and saw a phenomenal touring production of a Broadway musical called Come From Away. It was remarkable at T-Pack downtown.
All right, so let's just put it this way. We are two different people. I need sleep. And I am not a morning person. And I am not happy first thing in the morning.
All right, Dee Barty.
And you know this. But yet you still made me do it.
But you are always happy when you see me. See, look at that. Our friends at It's a Kind of Fun Story. You did not get to play this with us last week.
No, this was fun.
So I'm going to ask you this question.
All right.
And this card matches your onesie. Look at that. It blends right in.
Oh, I have pajamas on. Nobody can see me.
When was a time you went all out and treated yourself? I know that's a hard question for you. When is a time you went all out and treated just yourself?
Maybe when I got married 20 years ago. No, for real, I couldn't tell you.
You don't remember a time that you just treated yourself?
No.
At all?
No.
What? Okay, what was it 20 years ago?
Well, I got my hair done, got my makeup done, got my nails done, all that for my wedding.
Okay. And that was the last time?
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's what we need to have happen. We need to sponsor a 24-hour spa retreat day for Dee Barty. We need to send her to the Salt Cave, massage, mani-pedi. We need to get her, the whole treatment.
Yeah, I've never done that.
And she's never done that.
Mm-mm.
I've done that. You've never done. Back buymecoffee.com/cerealboxpod. The ticker is down below, right there.
The ticker. Tick, 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 tick.
Right down there. All right. So Melissa says she's watching on YouTube because.
Oh, I can't see that. Okay. YouTube is on TV like old Saturday morning cartoons, and I can walk around the house and listen. Hey, that's cool.
Excellent. So I guess we are having a little bit of buffering. We apologize for that, but you guys are watching. Stick around, and I don't know why we would. Our signal is super, super strong here, but anyway.
Nobody can see that but
I
me.
know nobody can see that but me, but I get a text message from my wife. Does she not know that I'm on a show? It's like when people call me at 8 a.m, I'm like, I'm doing a show, people.
Been doing it for a year.
Look at this comment from Dave Mattingly.
Operators are standing by for your donations to Deathon.
Deathon.
I don't know what to do with that.
I'll set it all up for you. If we get the donations for Dee's Spa Day, I'll set it all up for you.
Okay.
You will be thrilled. All right, so we got to get to our first segment.
Okay. Segue. I'm really hot in this thing.
What's in the bowl?
Quisp.
This morning, we're going to be trying some Quisp. Now, this has been gone from shelves for years, Dee Barty. And do you know why? Oh my gosh, I forgot to bring my Quisp pop. I have a vinyl pop soda, Funko soda of the character Quisp, and I forgot to bring it. Doggone it. So anyway, Dee Barty has donated show the other one, these awesome vintage cereal balls. I've got Fruit Loops and she's got Frosted Flakes, but we're going to put Quisp into the bowls, and let's see if we can get Dee Barty to actually taste test this with me. By the way, just for Melissa Stetcher. No Ziploc bag.
You made a mess.
I did not make a mess.
You made a mess.
Mess cleaned up. Problem solved. All right, Dee. Am I going to get you to do a taste test this morning? Just one bite? Come on. You can do one bite. Just one. And if you don't like it, we'll throw the rest away.
Gosh, there's a ton of carbs in this.
Yeah, but one bite is not going to kill you. All right, ready? Come on.
No. I don't know why you're making me do this. I don't like cereal.
I know you don't like cereal, but you're here in person. Ready? Let's go.
It's not terrible. I wouldn't eat the whole bowl, but it's not terrible. Very sugary.
Okay, so it is a little bit sugary, which is surprising because it doesn't taste that sweet.
It kind of tastes like crunchy. What are these things called? Frosted Flakes.
Well, here's what I think.
Thick, crunchy Frosted Flakes.
I think it tastes like Captain Crunch, except it's not in the Captain Crunch pellet. It's a flake, like Captain Crunch flakes. What are you doing on your phone during the show?
So they bought me coffee here,
Smokies,
and it's from Southerners Coffee. And I actually have a friend that owns Southerners Coffee, and she was asking me how it was. And I told her it was perfect. Thank you.
So Dave has posted a bunch of comments. We got a bunch of comments. So we're going to go through these real quick while I'm eating my Quisp.
It's so rude to eat on the air.
I know it is, but Dee, you took the taste test, and I appreciate that. And for that, I'm not going to make you endure anymore.
Thank you.
The one bite was enough to satisfy me. So you can read the comments from our guests while I finish my bowl.
What does
of
it
Quisp.
say? When people call you during the show, answer with caller 1. You're on the air.
You know what?
Dave, he's pretty hilarious.
I think we might need to have to hire Dave to be our director.
Seriously. Kill it. I suspect you know, but the original Quisp commercials were made by J. Ward Studios of Rocky and Bullwinkle fame.
No, I did not know that. That is fantastic.
I never even heard of Quisp, so.
Well, most people had not heard of Quisp because it was a very popular cereal back in the day, but it really hasn't been available at retail for years. You could buy it on Amazon directly or directly from General Mills, but it was like $12 or $15 a box.
Jeez.
Now Kroger is stocking it for $1.99 a box.
Oh, wow.
And here's the best thing. Look at this. I love this. One, it tastes like Captain Crunch, but it's a flake. It's delicious.
I'll give you that. It does.
It's not super sweet, but it does have 18 grams of added sugars, which is a lot. But that's why we only do it once a week. And on the back is a comic. It is a comic on the back about the character of Quisp. It's called The Adventures of Quisp. Pun is what you make it, or the ice have it. One fine day on Earth. Now, we're not going to read the comic, but this is what I love about classic cereal boxes, and what I love about General Mills, Quaker Oats, not General Mills, Quaker Oats in general. Their cereals, Captain Crunch, and there are other cereals at Quaker, they actually have fun games and comics on the back of the cereal box still today. And go get you some Quisp. It's delicious. All right, some more comments.
Is the Quisp drink made from free range Quisp? Oh my God.
see, there's a tripod
I see that.
on the other side of the
too
table.
long. I kicked it. I'm sorry. It's okay, Dee. The carbs are from space, so they're weightless. Lord have mercy.
Look, Comic Kate is joining us from Saturday Morning Comics. What does he have to say, Dee?
Happy Saturday morning, friends. Dave dropping them facts. Comics on Cereal. Epicness. I think that's what it says.
Yes, it is epicness.
So the print is like this big up here. I can read it better on here.
Well, yeah, but then you got to look down over there like I do. And
well, I'm all up in the camera with this. For Quaker cereals, I like their oat squares.
listen, Quaker cereals are quality. They are great.
Great.
No, that's Kellogg's. And man, Quaker, if you guys are watching this, you could be a title sponsor of the show. I'm just saying, Quaker Oats presents Back of the Cereal Box. Man, that has a great ring to it, doesn't it?
Agreed.
And Thomas K, I'll read this one. I just experienced an interactive portion of the show with that crazy camera action. Yeah, so you know what? That's what happens when you do live theater. You have no control over.
Especially when Dee's around first thing in the morning.
And so you guys are seeing exactly what happens as it happens every Saturday morning, whether we're in the virtual rec room or live.
Which, you know, I had a hard time with when you first said, we're going to do live shows, because we used to do recorded shows. And if I messed up, we can start over. Can't do that anymore.
Nope. And we go live to drive, which means that those of you who are watching or listening on the audio podcast on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or iHeartRadio or Google Podcasts, wherever it is, you guys are like, why don't they edit out all of those mistakes? Because we're live, baby. It's happening as it happens. All right, Dee, when was the last time you felt butterflies?
Okay.
Oh, this is a story.
No. I got, you're going to have to, I need specifics here, because butterflies, like from being nervous or like excitement?
Either or.
Because like I had butterflies walking in the door this morning.
Well, I know every time you see me doesn't count.
Johnny, you give me butterflies. Probably the last convention we went to, which was here.
You were nervous here?
I'm always nervous around a lot of people.
Really?
Yeah.
I would never know that about you. You're kind of an extrovert, or are you faking it? Mm-hmm. You're an actress. She's an introvert acting like an extrovert.
I'm actually not an introvert. I'm not one that's just going to jump into everything. Like I have to sit back, assess, and then I'll jump in. Does that make sense? I have to get comfortable with my surroundings. I don't know what that would be.
All right. Well, speaking of live events, next Saturday, you're going to be with me and Ivy Roman together in one place at the ICC Con in Nashville, Tennessee. We are going to be there. And so I'm going to make this drive again next Saturday morning so that I will be with you and Ivy at your studio, the three of us in one place together. So it'll be me, Dee, and Ivy Roman in the middle. You know what? And Melissa in the virtual rec room, and Craylee Vanest joining us from Indianapolis. The whole, you know what? Craylee, Melissa, you guys are in the same city. Maybe you guys should be together on your side. Ooh. The internet might crack in half at all of that energy. Because believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, I do not drink coffee. This is all natural. I think Ryan Permisson said, or Drew Milden said, if you gave me coffee, you couldn't handle me. I do drink Diet Coke.
You couldn't handle me without coffee.
This is true. Have you ever seen a movie with Medusa as the villain?
Yep. I mean, it kind of is me because, like, when I wake up in the morning, my hair looks like I have Medusa hair because I have curly, thick hair. So it's like, you
know
remember
what?
that picture I sent you that one morning? Like, I'm gonna be late. Look at this.
This is where we're gonna be next Saturday. It's gonna be epic. Epic. I'll actually be there all 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And one of the other passes is for all 3 days as well. So Ivy will probably want to be there Sunday as well. Oh, we got to work out travel logistics on that. Because I know you don't want to be there all 3 days.
No. Did you hear what I just said?
Yeah, I did. That's why I'm saying. That's why I'm saying that. This is funny. When you kick the camera, Dave said, the camera Dutch angle makes me expect a Batman fight. Biff, bam, pow.
More coffee.
And back at the cereal box, just woke up. I just woke up. Who is that commenting on our account?
Melissa?
Could be Melissa.
Sean, maybe?
That's from Facebook. So, that's probably Ivy. Because Ivy's an admin of our Facebook page as well. So, anyway, Comics Cade from Saturday Morning Comics says, what's he say?
You guys should record.
Oh, look, she's looking down here.
Hey, I had to scoot back. These chairs are hurting my butt. You read it.
You guys should record the trip, like getting to ICC, share the story. Yeah, you know what? We will do that, Kate. We do that quite a bit. And if I can convince Dee Barty for us to all ride in the same car from Fairview to Nashville, that would be hysterical.
Well, I mean, that would be great, but I just found out that my daughter has a play. The last showing of her play is Saturday at 6. So I have to be back here. So I can't stay the whole time.
So I'm going to have to drive Ivy Roman all the way back down to your house, which I was going to have to do anyway. But anyway. That's going to be weird. So you're going to be at a play. Oh, maybe I'll just, me and Ivy will go out on the town while you're.
Are you kidding? She wants to go to the play too.
She does?
Yeah, we already talked about it.
Oh my God. My plans have been thwarted. I get a cartoon from Dollar General last week, guys. Garbage Pail Kids from 1989. Did you get that on DVD or Blu-ray? Yeah, I never watched Garbage Pail Kids, but we're going to talk about something else I never watched in just a minute. But it's time for our next segment. And Dee, do you know what our next segment is? After we pour the cereal, after we sit down to eat, what are we getting out of the box?
New loot.
That's right. It's time for new loot. And pass that under the table to me so that I can create the
Nobody
illusion
knows
of pulling it. And we'll hold on. Let me do this real quick so that everyone can appreciate all of this. Reaching into the box and yes, pulling out. Oh, it really came out of the box, ladies and gentlemen. This is a toy that they have on the shelf here at Smokies Collectibles and Toys. Yes, indeed, Ryan Permisson. It is the Pink Ranger Kimberly. Now, Dee, I know that mostly it was guys that watch Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Did you ever get into the Mighty Morphin? You did?
Of course, yeah.
So which one were you? Were you the Pink Ranger or the Yellow Ranger?
The yellow.
Really?
Yeah. Yellow's my favorite color.
And did you like go out in the backyard with your brothers and
do
the whole thing?
Exactly.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. ladies and gentlemen, we have had a breakthrough on this show.
Go Power Rangers!
So did you watch the show, or did you just want to be the Yellow Ranger?
I was forced to watch it and cringe the entire time.
How old were you when it came out?
I don't remember. Young.
See, I was starting my first semester in college when it came out, and I was.
I want to say I was about 12, I think.
Okay.
13, something like that.
That might be about right. That's about the age difference between us. And when it came out, I was super excited about Power Rangers. Saturday morning, Fox TV, Fox 17, and I was like, man, this looks great. You know, you got kung fu and kaiju monsters and mutant shape-changing powers, superheroes.
Well, you know it still comes on.
I know it does.
My kids love it.
I know it's still on, but I'm talking about the very first episode. It was like built up to be everything I love in life. And
well,
then
you know, I've always secretly wanted to be a ninja, so it worked out great for me.
You did?
Yeah, and you know what's so funny? So when I went to Vegas, we went and we did some axe throwing. Well, they had the little ninja stars, and I'm like, no, let me see if I can be a ninja. Wah! Yeah, I failed epically, but I tried. I'm like, and my kids are all like, yeah, Mom, we could see you being a ninja, except for the blonde hair. You could be the blonde ninja.
Oh my gosh, that is like a made for Hollywood blockbuster. The blonde ninja. Ooh.
Somebody write it, I'll do it.
Ooh. Yeah, we need to make that happen. And Cade says, it's magic. Under the screen magic. Oh, it's a ranger. Yes, it is. The Pink Ranger.
That's a
Kimberly. And you know, she is the most popular ranger at conventions. Like everyone wants her. Here, hand me that one more time. So I want when this show came out, so I saw it and I hated it. It was not what I expected. But I was also the manager at a KB Toys in the mall.
I remember KB Toys.
And oh my gosh, the fights over Power Ranger figures. People lost their minds. And the one that everyone wanted was the red Power Ranger. Impossible to get. And I have two still in the box. Be jealous.
Well, that's why they were impossible to get, because you took them.
Well, no, that was before. That was in the days before store employees would hoard the toys and keep them from people who actually wanted to buy them. Nowadays, you got the collectors who are actually working at the retail stores and pulling them out of the bin, out of the boxes, out of the crate before they even hit the shelves. But I'm not bitter. Look, it's Glenn B. Fleming watching all the way from England.
Yay!
Whoop, 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 whoop. And Ivy watched it, and she was the Pink Ranger. I was walking, fighting Pepto-Bismol. You know what?
I just remember that year for Halloween, like when I took my brothers trick-or-treating, there were a million Power Rangers everywhere.
I feel like we need to figure out some way to get you and Ivy as the Pink and Yellow Ranger next weekend. And yes, Cade, you do learn something new every day. For those of you who are listening on the audio podcast, we are reading comments from our chat as we are doing our live video. So even if you're listening after the show, you can watch us live and comment and be a part of the show. And Comic Cade, Saturday Morning Comics, also says, Dee is the Yellow Ranger. We just never knew it.
Yay!
Oh my God, you have cracked the code.
That's right, the Ninja Yellow Ranger. That's right.
Wow. Well,
they always wear a mask, right? So
yeah.
Well, I guess not always.
Not always.
Not always.
When they're in school, they don't.
Yeah.
But you were only 12.
Yeah, I don't remember.
You were a little bit young for high school.
Just a little.
And Cade got Rangers on DVD too. See, look, he's right along with me. The Blonde Ninja, coming to cinemas summer 2025.
I love it. Somebody make it happen.
She was an ordinary housewife in rural America. But then,
There's nothing ordinary about me, but it didn't have to be a true story. I can pretend. Secretly fighting crime at night.
Stay home. Hey, Rising Tides and all that, I got to say, we have a brand new episode out today at 11 a.m. So Saturday Morning Comics, they are friends of ours, so check out their show at 11 a.m. this morning. And
Go, Power
he says,
Rangers.
oh, yeah, you got to be Yellow Ranger now. So we have actually caught up with the comments. You guys continue
Love
to
it.
comment
I love it.
because let's see, we've eaten our cereal. We've pulled out the new loot. Now,
John, pull it out. Sorry, too much coffee. I said it quiet. Nobody heard.
oh, they heard. This week in the rec room, what is on the tube? We are going to talk about a show that I honestly had never seen before. I was aware of it. I knew it had been on. I never watched it. And this week I did a deep dive and discovered how popular it was. I am talking about the Saturday morning classic, Jem and the Holograms.
My knee has popped out of the socket. Oh my gosh. Ugh. No.
I'm keeping this up because you
There
all
we go.
need to see her
I got
doing
it.
her gymnastics over here to unpop her knee.
Practicing my ninja skills. I'm trying not to knock the tripod over again.
Yeah. I feel like that's happened a lot with you.
What?
At home.
Well, the problem is I'm very long. I'm very tall and I'm very long. And when I've stretched my legs out, it
You
falls.
tend to knock things over.
Yeah.
All
Or my arms.
Basically, what you're saying is you're tall and clumsy.
Yeah.
Okay. Dee, did you
And
watch?
they want me to be the Yellow Ranger.
See, that's hysterical. It could be like Beverly Hills Ninja with Chris Farley, except it's a housewife being the blonde. I'm seeing this all happen in my head right now.
You
This
should
idea-
write it.
This idea, copyrighted by Back of the Cereal Box 2022, cannot be used without permission by John Pica Productions or D. Barty Photography. So, Dee, let's talk about Jem and the Holograms.
Jem.
Did you watch this when it was on air back in the 80s? You might not have even been born in 1982. Was that when it was, or 1984? I'm sorry.
No, I was 2. So no, I did not watch it.
So this was your first exposure to Jem and the Holograms.
So, okay, I gotta tell you this. So, first of all, John always, every week, is like, here, you need to watch this. And for whatever reason, when he tells me I need to watch something, it just flip out. And I'm like, no. I don't know why. I don't know what it is.
This week I asked, please.
I don't know what it is. I just am like, I don't
You don't
want to.
like being told what to do is what it is.
Probably is. You're probably not wrong. Anyway, so I sucked it up and watched it last night, and I made my kids watch it with me. Well, the 2 little ones. So Izzy, who's 7, she's like, why do I have to watch this? I don't like it. She's a little princess anyway. Which, incidentally, she wanted to come with me this morning, so I might bring her one time.
You should.
But Nathan, who's 5, sat there and watched it the entire time. And I'm like, you only like it because of the pretty girls. And he says, when the fire started, and then my heart started racing. I thought it was so cute.
All right, so okay.
But you know what's funny?
What's funny?
I, for some reason, did not even know this, but my first Barbie that I can remember was a Jem doll. And I don't know why. And I was trying to find it because I think I still have it. I was trying to find it last night, but it was too late and I had to go to bed. So I couldn't find it.
Did it look anything like this? Where's the other one? I had another one. Where'd it go?
No.
Did it vanish? Did I delete it? Oh my gosh, I'm so upset. I had another one loaded up. But you had a Jem doll, and that was your first one that you remember.
That I remember. It was the blonde one. It had crazy hair. It was tall. It didn't look like that. So maybe
did it look like her?
I think so.
This is one of the newer ones.
Yeah, I think it did.
But
of course it doesn't look like that now.
No.
I think I cut his hair on it.
Well, so this came out in 1985. I said 84, 85. 85 to 88. And it's a cartoon about record.
So I would have been like 3. So I mean, it makes sense, right?
Right. And let's see. In 85, I was not 3.
Not 3.
And I was going into junior high. So I was actually at that age where I was like, I'm too cool for cartoons. And I wasn't going to watch Jem and the Holograms anyway, because it wasn't made for me. It was made for girls on Saturday morning. And I'm not being sexist. I'm just saying that was the intention. It was.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, especially like if you watch it, like yes.
Well, it came out in 85 and ran to 88.
I like how all the men in the cartoon look like Ken. Which was, but I like the Scooby-Doo van, and the storyline was kind of nifty.
Well, it's about this character, Jerrica Benton. Who names their kid Jerrica? And she owns.
You're gonna have some Jerricas watching this show. It's gonna be.
I know. I've never heard that name until I was doing this research. Jerrica Benton, and she's the alter ego of Jem, band leader of Jem and the Holograms. It was a joint production by Sunbow Productions, Hasbro, and Marvel Productions. It's the same team that was responsible for G.I. Joe, the Transformers, and basically they, Hasbro wanted to create a comic book or a cartoon series to sell toys. Am I boring you, Dee? Is that what's going on here? So they went to Marvel and they created Jem and the Holograms. And so you watched this first. Did you watch any other episodes or just that one I sent you? Okay. So Nathan, his heart, he said he got nervous at the fire. Mm-hmm. I was blown away by how deep the themes in the show were. It was very grown up in terms of the themes of corporate espionage and vandalism and potential murder. I mean, the misfits bomb the house where Jem and the Holograms live, and they're going to burn it down. And there's the whole, romance thing with Rio, and
yeah. So I felt like the storyline was definitely not kid.
It was geared towards adolescents who were into MTV. So that was the other aspect. They wanted to really capture the popularity of MTV and music videos. And every single episode, this blew me away, had 3 fully produced songs with a fully produced animated music video.
Well, now my kids did enjoy that.
Yeah. The music was absolutely really good.
And that's something Izzy said. She liked the music. Even though she sat there and played Roblox the whole time. She's like, I didn't want to watch this.
Yeah, so, hey, Cade asks a question here about Jem. Wait, Scooby-Doo van, the Mystery Machine, when did this crossover happen? I didn't see that either. So what are you talking about?
Well, there's a van in there that when they got stuck on, I think it was when they got stuck on the mountain.
Okay, they were in a van. It wasn't the Scooby-Doo van.
No, it wasn't. It just had that vibe to me.
Okay, gotcha. The Kate says the Sunbow team responsible for great childhoods everywhere. And who bombed the house? Our opening act. Oh, those jerks. That's about the truth of it, right? So the whole plot of this episode was the record label executive, the guy who was trying to take over the company from Jerrica, her father had died, left the company to her.
Half the company.
Half the company to her, half to the other dude. And he's trying to wrest control away from her. And he gets this plot that he'll, create a new band called the Misfits and have them win a talent contest by making sure that all of the other bands are so terrible that only the Misfits could win. And that's going to be his golden ticket to fame and fortune. That seems like a lot of variables to me. Because who comes along but Jerica, who gets these magic earrings from an AI called Synergy.
And see, I remember my doll had the magic earrings because they were long rods that you had to shove into her head. That they come out.
What?
Get your mind out.
No, that sounds painful to me. How? Oh, I don't like that. Long rods going into your head?
Yeah, they were about that long. You had to like really in there.
Wow.
I guess so they didn't fall out.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that's crazy. Anyway. So Jem uses the magic earrings to create the new persona of her as Jem and the Holograms, the band. They show up at the talent show unexpectedly and win the whole thing and spoil what's his face's plans, and he doesn't anyway. So, and then they become an international sensation, and the rest is history. And your son loved it, your daughter didn't.
I mean, she was like, I like it. I don't want to watch it again. But you got to think, like, she likes, like Tangled, that kind of animation. So, the 80s animation really was like, she's like, it looks like anime. And I'm like, yeah, okay.
So Maddie would have loved it.
Probably.
Yeah. You know what? So that is interesting that she would make that connection, because the Sunbow team was a Japanese animation firm. So they're working with Marvel, with Japanese animators, heavily influenced by anime. Very similar style to the G.I. Joe and Transformers, same frame rate of animation. So it's a little bit, it's not as sharp as it could be by today's standards, but by 1985 standards,
oh yeah, that
animation was like cutting edge.
Right. No, I get that, but little 7-year-old Izzy does not get that.
Yeah. Well, and what for those of you watching, you'll understand this. As I was watching Jem and the Holograms, because I wasn't into it when I was a kid, I didn't realize what a huge success it was either. And we'll talk about that here in a second. But as I'm watching it, I'm thinking to myself, wow, the voices, the sounds, even the animation style is very similar to what would come a few years later with the Spider-Man animated series and X-Men in 1997.
I kind of noticed that as well.
Yeah, very, very similar, and picking up where they left off. Now, this was an incredibly popular show, and yes, they were in the same show. So let me see if I can post this comment up here from Cade. He asks, wait, could G.I. Joe and Transformers be in the same world as Jem? Yes. Along with the Pandemonium Panda Bears and another rock band called Meatball and Spaghetti that was also produced by Marvel Animation Studios. And anyway, so here's how popular this was, Dee. Toys, games, comics, not one, not two, but 3 board games based on the show. You had Concert Clash, and then you had Fashion Clash, or Fashion Flash, rather. And both, completely different styles games. And then the third one that I found was Rock and Romance.
Well, this couldn't have lasted that long because I don't remember it.
3 years, 85 to 88.
Yeah, okay. Makes sense.
Yeah. And then, of course,
85, so I was 3 to 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And then they had the dolls. And I just realized in this picture that the doll behind Jem has no clothes on. We might be in trouble. But here's what was cool about these dolls. So they came packaged with a cassette tape with the music from the show.
That's cool.
They never released a soundtrack on DVD, on CD or cassette or album, but you could get the songs on a cassette with each one of the figures, or the dolls, I guess they are. Now this one doesn't have the cassette in the package, but you can see where it would have been. I'm pointing at the screen like the audience can see what I'm pointing at. And there you can see the cassette in the package for Shayna. And here's this is cool. I love this accessory. They had the Jem Superstar performance stage. It looks like a piano keyboard, and I'm not sure if it actually worked. Does anyone know? Anyone in our live audience know? Did the keyboard work? Jessica, did you play with Jem dolls? Did the key?
She's like 4. Why she didn't play with Jem dolls?
But
She's like, I don't even know what that is.
Here they are on the stage, so you could put them on the stage. They had microphone stands and the backdrop, and you basically create your own thing, right? I think that's super creative, fun play that kids don't get engaged in today.
I would agree.
Now, 2015, there was a company called Integrity, I think, that made a new line of Jem dolls that were super awesome. I mean, look at how beautiful that is. There's a Jem Pop from Funko.
That's funny.
There was a Jem paint with water watercolor book. Did you ever do those, like on road trips or sitting at the kitchen table, paint with water?
I'm sorry. Do you know me? I get super car sick on road trips. Like, what? And not to mention paint with water on a road trip in a car. John,
Yeah.
what are you thinking?
I did it all the time.
No.
I dare you to do it with your kids.
Heck no.
Let them take the watercolors.
I just had my car detailed. No way.
There was a puzzle with the Misfits. And just recently, in 2018, IDW published a Jem and the Holograms comic series. But no discussion about Jem and the Holograms is complete without talking about this.
Ah,
Do you know what this is?
no.
It's the Jem and the Holograms movie that was produced and released in 2015. And you can see why it really didn't translate very well to film. I mean, and here's the problem. It was a hot mess. It grossed $5 million at the box office worldwide, making it the biggest bomb of all time. And it is considered by most to be the worst movie ever made.
Oh, that's sad.
Conversely, a few years later, they would do a Josie and the Pussycats movie, which people loved and was hugely successful. So anyway, did you see either of those movies?
No.
I know you're a big movie goer. You go to the movies every weekend. She's laughing because it's not true.
Once or twice a year.
I mean, I saw that the Batman is on HBO Max, and I still haven't watched it. I was talking to one of my friends about it, who was a Twilight fan as well, and she was like, yeah. She said it kind of looked like Edward was in pain trying to be Batman.
I'm telling you that the Batman was a good movie.
You know what? Because you liked it, I'll hate it.
No, that's not true.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
We never like the same thing.
No, that's not true. No, we do sometimes.
Rarely.
But it happens.
Rarely.
Once in a while.
I'm not watching
We
it.
like The Mandalorian.
It's 3 hours long.
Was it really? It didn't feel that long. Angel Love, the Curious Idealist, says that she loved the Josie and the Pussycats movie. And that's why most people who saw it loved it. I didn't see it. I'm thinking maybe I need to go see it. We need to maybe rent it and watch it together. We'll have a Dee and Johnny movie night.
I would like for you to come to my house and try to watch a movie.
We'll do it.
And you'll see my pain as trying to
No,
watch a movie.
I know what your pain is. Because you got 5 kids. Shut up back there. I'm trying to watch them. Turn it off. Turn the dang thing off.
That's pretty much how it goes.
Yeah. You know what I would be like? I would be like, if you make another noise, I will eat your face off.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I will.
No, you wouldn't.
Listen, I get mean at the movie.
Not at my kids.
Because my kids would be like, ah!
And then I'll tear their face off and feed it to the dog.
No, you wouldn't.
And Curious Idealist says, I still listen to soundtrack songs from Josie and the Pussycats movie. And Comics Cade says, the newest Jem movie had a kind of messy plot. Exactly. It was a terrible plot. Movies never have enough time to give the characters development, unlike a series. So, that's an interesting argument. And there may be some truth to it. But some movies do it really well. Some.
Buddy once told me. Sorry.
Wait, what? What was it? Somebody once told me. It took me a while to figure out what she was trying to do. What are the lyrics to that?
There's a thing that.
Hey now,
and it's actually on
you're a
TikTok.
rock star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now.
You're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid.
All that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break the mold.
It's a cool place, and they say it gets colder. Well, I'm not now after you get older.
Everybody. Hey, now you're a rock star. Anyway, can you believe it? We've already been doing this for an hour.
I do, because I'm sitting still and I'm getting tired.
See how much she loves you guys. Dee Barty, this show is not about you and me. It's about them, the audience, and our love and adoration for them.
I didn't say I
We are
didn't like
taking
them.
them
I
on
just
a
said
journey.
I'm getting sleepy because I'm sitting still. Because I don't sit still.
We'll get up and do some jumping jacks.
I might.
Actually, do that while I give our farewells and
No,
final
again,
notes.
long person, everything on the
No,
show will
jumping
be
jacks
gone.
are this way, not this way.
It doesn't matter.
I'll
find a way.
I want to see Dee Barty do jumping jacks in the onesie. If you guys want to see Dee
No.
Barty do jumping jacks in the onesie, please comment right now and say yes, please.
No, I'm not doing
Because
it.
if you request it, she has to do it.
I'm not doing
Because
it.
this show is about you.
I'm not
our
wearing
fans.
a bra. I'm not
And
doing it.
What? But you have another pajama underneath.
Don't care.
And-
Not doing it.
See, this is what I have to deal with every week. Why aren't you doing it, Dee? Because I don't wanna.
I don't know why it gets me. I say that all the time. Why am I here?
Actually, this was fun this morning.
Yeah.
We have fun when we're together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know. We sat down and I'm like, oh, look at us. I missed this.
We're gonna do more of it. Now that things are opening up and the media. Okay, so what is this? The media men beg to differ.
Judging by the hole in the satellite picture.
See, I don't know the
The
words.
ice that we skate is getting pretty thin. The water's getting warm, now you might as well swim. Where's the fire? How about yours? That's the way I like it, and I'll never get bored. Oh, hey now, you're an all-star. Okay, anyway, let's go.
This is awesome. I want to see just an hour of that. I want to see Dee Barty singing Smash Mouth songs for an entire hour. Listen, I would pay money for that. That song will be in my head for the rest of the day.
I'm
Thanks
sorry.
for that, says Curious Idealist,
Me too.
Angel Love.
You know what song gets stuck in my head all the time?
What?
You guys are going to hate me, but you ready? We don't talk about Bruno. No.
We don't talk about Bruno.
But it was our wedding day.
It was our wedding
We
day.
were getting ready, and there wasn't a cloud in the sky.
Not a cloud in the sky.
Bruno walks in with a mischievous grin.
That's all I know.
Thunder, you telling this story or mine?
That's awesome.
My kids, we listen to it every morning.
Where's Melissa Stitcher when we need her for a song along? That would be fun. That would be fun. to do. So, yeah.
You know, I can't remember movie lines and I can't remember names, but I swear if you say a word like there's a song that pops in my head every single time. Every single time. And I can't sing worth a lick. No, we already did that.
But you said I could say it and you would think of a song.
Well, that's it. Body once told
Oh,
me.
okay,
We
gotcha.
already did that.
Okay. See, now I'm the opposite.
John.
I'm the opposite. I can't remember song lyrics for my life. And this is presenting a problem for me this weekend because I have an audition for a big audition next week. And I need to memorize 2 songs. And right now, anyone who has ever performed on stage with me is saying, oh my God, he's got to memorize music. Yeah.
See, but you can sing. And I can't sing, but I got the music. But you know what I think it is?
What?
Because I do act, that I can remember scripts really well.
Well, I can too. I can remember scripts and I can remember names and dates.
I mean, music is all in there, but don't try to tell me a name in a movie. Or don't try to get, it took me forever to remember anybody's name after I meet them. It's sad.
So, Angel Love says, hey now, back at the cereal box karaoke night. Well, listen, we've been trying to plan that in Indianapolis, and we were supposed to do it a couple of weeks ago, but conflicts. Adulting is hard sometimes. So we're going to make that happen. We're going to go up to Indianapolis. We're going to kidnap Melissa and kidnap Crayley, and we're going to go do karaoke. What would be really great is if we could make it happen the same weekend that Ivy is here. That would be off the hook.
That'd be next weekend.
Yeah.
I don't know if she want to fly 2 hours and then drive 4.
Well, yeah. And we've got commitments. Comics Cade says, want a song? Check out Mystery Machine by Scoob. I saw that movie. I don't remember that song. I'll have to go back and check it out. All right, so it is time for us to sign off, ladies and gentlemen. We are at the top of the hour. It's hard to believe. And before we leave, we need to share with you a little bit about comic books for kids, and we'll do that right now.
Comic Books for Kids provides comic books to kids in hospitals and cancer centers across the U.S. It's a place where we can all work together to make sure every child has a comic book. 100% of all proceeds go towards the kids. It's about making a difference, and while they're in the hospital, allowing them to fly like a superhero, battle dragons, or rescue teddy bears. We are in every state in the country and now support over 160 hospitals. Every month, we add more.
Visit cb4k.org.
Thank you guys for watching and supporting, and make sure you check out Comic Books for Kids. Now, before we leave, I got to talk a little bit about where we're at. And I'm going to try and gently move the camera around a little bit.
Do me help you? My feet are there.
No, don't. Actually, go around there. And okay, no, that's good. Okay. So anyway, we're going to show the store here. You know what? I'm just going to. Let's do this.
It's the Dee Show!
So I'm going to pick up the camera and show you a little bit of Smokies, collectibles, and toys. They've got a little bit of everything, but they've got a huge selection of collectible cards, Magic, Pokemon, and of course, we are here this morning. They are hosting us ever so graciously. Is that back where it was?
Sort of. It's crooked, but it's okay. We're about to leave.
Okay.
Crooked. I really am leaning now.
So they are hosting. Yeah, that's what Dave Mattingly was talking about, the Batman angle. Hold on, I can fix that.
It doesn't matter.
Excuse my hand.
It doesn't matter. And now we're leaning this way. Just close us out, John.
There we go.
It doesn't
So
matter.
anyway, Smokies, Collectibles and Toys is located at 1696 Fairview Boulevard, Suite 101 in Fairview, Tennessee. And Jessica, do you guys do mail order?
If you follow us on eBay or Facebook or Instagram, you can message us and we will do shipping.
So follow them on Instagram if you didn't hear the manager.
Facebook.
And Facebook and Instagram. And they do auctions on eBay. But if you message them on Instagram, anything that you see or want, they will do shipping. So Smokies, Collectibles, and Toys. And here's what I love about them. You may not have seen it when I panned. They have a kids corner over here with Play-Doh and Mr. Potato Head and beanbag chairs.
And cartoons.
Cartoons. They're not playing this morning because we're here. But, we are the cartoons.
Right. Yellow Power Ranger.
Go, go, Power Ranger.
Mighty Morphin. I'm going to have to figure out the...
So, Kay just asked, no, we're not in a comic shop. We're in a collectible and toy shop. They have comics, but they have toys. Like the pink Power Ranger that we showed off earlier. Remember the whole magic pulling it out of the box? And don't you love, D. how my family just continues to text me while I'm on air?
I wasn't going to say anything. But I see it.
Anyway, we got to go. I know. It breaks the heart. But
more and more texts.
I know. They're having a whole conversation. I should have put it on Do Not Disturb, right? Maybe that's why we're having buffering problems. But anyway. D. is there anything I missed? Did I forget anything?
I don't know.
If you guys love the show, make a donation. Buy us a bowl of cereal, a box of cereal at buymeacoffee.com. /cerealboxpod. Yes, and we are having a Dee-a-thon to buy Dee a spa day because she's never had a spa day. So if you like the show, contribute. If you hate the show and you want to see us improve, contribute even more generously. And we'll fix all of the problems that we have, or at least try to.
Give Dee a spa day. Maybe she won't be so cranky in the morning. Just kidding. I'm still going to be cranky. There's not enough coffee in the world.
Oh, that's funny. So, if you also like the show, make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram. If you're watching on YouTube, click the subscribe button. Post a comment. If you're listening on Apple or Spotify or Google Music, post a review. Make it good. And let us know what you think. You can also email us at cerealboxpodcast@gmail.com. Post comments on our Facebook page or join our group on Facebook, the Back of the Cereal Box Saturday Morning Rec Room. We would love to have you in the rec room and get your comments. And of course, join us live on air every Saturday morning where you can be a part of the show, just like our other super fans, Cade, Dave Mattingly, Melissa, and everybody else that commented this morning. We appreciate you guys for doing that. We couldn't do the show without you. We love you. And if you like the show, make sure you tell 200-300 of your closest friends and family. And until the next time, love you, mean it. We'll catch you on the back of the cereal box. Bye. Hey now, you're a rock star.
All-star.
Get your game on.